Let's go to Washington. President Trump on his way to Dallas to the NRA convention.
He's working hard. He's learning the subject matter. And he's going to be issuing a statement, too. But he is a great guy. He knows it's a witch hunt. That's what he knows. He's seen a lot of them. And he said he's never seen anything so horrible. As an example, 33,000 emails requested by Congress with a subpoena, and they get burned, they get deleted, and nobody says anything. Give me a break. So Rudy knows it's a witch hunt. He started yesterday. He'll get his facts straight. He's a great guy. But what he does is he feels it's a very bad thing for our country, and he happens to do it.
When did you actually find out? When did you find out what the retainer was being spent?
Well, you're going to find out because, you know, we're going to give a full list, and people know. And virtually everything said has been said incorrectly, and it's been said wrong, or it's been covered wrong by the press. Just like NBC and ABC yesterday covered the story wrong. So, but you'll be finding out. It's actually, wait a minute. It's actually very simple. It's actually very simple. But there has been a lot of misinformation, really. People wanting to say, and I say, you know what? Learn before you speak. It's a lot easier.
Mr. President, are you sure Americans going to be released from North Korea?
We're having very substantive talks with North Korea. And a lot of things have already happened with respect to the hostages. And I think you're going to see very good things. As I said yesterday, stay tuned. I think you're going to be seeing very, very good things.
Mr. President,
and also, the trip is being scheduled. We now have a date, and we have a location. We'll be announcing it soon.
Mr. President, have you changed your mind at all about being willing to sit with Robert Mueller?
Well, the problem with sitting is this. You have a group of investigators, and they say that I am not a target, and I'm not a target. But you have a group of investigators that are all Democrats. In some cases, they went to the Hillary Clinton celebration that turned out to be a funeral. So you have all these investigators, they're Democrats. In all fairness, Bob Mueller worked for Obama for 8 years. You look at the statements that were made. If you take a look, as an example, at the Rod Rosenstein letter to me prior to the firing of James Comey. Just read it. Put it in the air. Your viewers don't know about it. Put that letter on the air. It very much speaks very loudly, and that's just one thing. So I would say this. If I could be, I would love to speak. I would love to. Nobody wants to speak more than me. In fact, against my lawyers, because most lawyers, they never speak on anything. I would love to speak because we've done nothing wrong. There was no collusion with the Russians. There was nothing. There was no obstruction. You know, very funny. If you fight back because you people say something wrong or they something wrong or they leak, which they've been doing, if you fight back, they say, oh, that's obstruction of justice. Somebody says something wrong. You fight back, they say that's obstruction of justice. It's nonsense. Okay, so let me just, wait, let me just tell you. So I would love to speak. I would love to go. Nothing I want to do more because we did nothing wrong. We ran a great campaign. We won easily. We won that easily. 306 to, I think it was 223. We won it easily. That was a great victory. That was a great day for this country. We just had new job numbers out. You saw we broke 3.9%. I would love to go. I would love to speak, but I have to find that we're going to be treated fairly. Wait. I have to find that we're going to be treated fairly because everybody sees it now, and it is a pure witch hunt. Right now, it's a pure witch hunt. Why don't we have Republicans looking also? Why aren't we having Republican people doing what all these Democrats are doing? It is a very unfair thing. If I thought it was fair, I would override my lawyers.
Are you sure that Michael Cohen wasn't paying jobs report today?
I thought the jobs report was very good. The big thing to me was cracking 4. That hasn't been done in a long time. You'll tell me how long. But it hasn't been done in a long time. We're full employment. We're doing great. The stock market is doing, I guess it's up 35% since the election. And now I think really they're waiting to see what's going to happen on trade because we're going to have some incredible trade deals announced. My people are coming back right now from China, and we will be doing something one way or the other with respect to what's happening in China. And let me say this. I have great respect for President Xi. That's why we're being so nice, and we have a great relationship. But we have to bring fairness into trade between the U.S. and China, and we'll do it.
Are you sure that Michael Cohen will be Are you sure that
President Trump answering some shouted questions from reporters. He's in Washington outside the White House. On his way to Dallas today to speak later at the National Rifle Association's annual convention. Guys, he did address the nation's unemployment rate, which we just got for the month of April, 3.9%. He said it cracked 4%. We haven't seen that, he said, in a long time, December 2000.
Yeah.
So, end of the 90s.com.
For this market, the focus on trade, probably the greatest single question. It didn't say much other than his people are coming back from China and we're going to do incredible trade deals. And when it comes to China, we're doing things one way or the other.
Right.
But we need fairness.
Hard to know what that means.
Hard
exactly.
to really know what that means. He said many of the same things and always reiterates his great relationship with Xi.
Said the stock market's up 35% since the election. We'll fact check that.
The Dow's up a little over 30. The
right?
S&P's up 23. At the highs, it was up around 35.
All right. So close, but no cigar. Eamon Javers is with us from Washington. What else did you hear, Eamon?
Well, look, what the president just said about Rudy Giuliani is what's going to get all the attention here, because the White House has been changing its story during the course of the week about whether the president knew or did not know about payments that he himself made to his own lawyer to pay off the porn star Stormy Daniels $130,000 in 2017. The story that the White House settled on yesterday was that the president did make those payments to Michael Cohen to pass along to Stormy Daniels in 2017, but that he didn't really know about it until 2018. Now we see the president come out and say that because Rudy Giuliani said that on TV, doesn't necessarily indicate that it's true. He said that Rudy Giuliani is going to get his facts straight. He said Giuliani will be issuing a statement and the White House will put out more information about those payments. So that indicates to me that the White House is about to change its story again on this and provide some additional explanation for what happened here in all of this. The president saying that Rudy Giuliani's only been on the job here for a short time. He's getting immersed in the facts and he's going to have to get his facts straight. But he said that he and Rudy Giuliani both agree that this investigation into the president is an unfair witch hunt, saying that both the investigation into the Stormy Daniels matter and the investigation into the Russia collusion matter, those are both witch hunts, the president's saying. And ultimately, he's saying they're going to put out a lot more information. So I think that means we have to get ready for some more news this afternoon on this Rudy Giuliani front. Giuliani, for his part, has been saying that all of the things that he said this week that made such dramatic news were coordinated with the president, and the president fully approved of all of it and knew of all of it in advance. All of it, and the president saying something that might indicate that maybe he's not so pleased with Rudy Giuliani, guys. So stay tuned.
Hey, Eamon, real quick, I know it's not necessarily our area of expertise, but you follow it. I mean, Mueller also worked for Bush. Are all of these FBI people Democrats, the way the president keeps saying?
No, they're not.
Or I should say Justice Department people? I apologize.
Right. A lot of the people here are, many of the main people in charge are, in fact, Republicans and lifelong Republicans. And the FBI has traditionally maintained independence from politics, despite their personal political beliefs, and they are allowed to vote and participate in the democratic process. But despite that, they've traditionally maintained as much independence as possible.
All right, Eamon, thank you.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.